Hey, it's September 15th. I'm getting this done in the morning again, which is great. Yeah, let's do a recap. I think last last update was just kind of rough, right? And that's just part of life. A lot of stuff on my mind, but I think if I reflect on like I guess just how I am in general, like one thing I know that I do is and I've been told this, like it appears that I negatively spiral, but I think something that's not obvious, especially on the surface, is that I always try to use that kind of like energy to transform into action. So yeah, like that last update, and like I still I'm not like trying to take back the last update or anything. Like those are real feelings, right? Like that kind of not quite like defeat, but like frustration for sure. And yeah, I'll talk a bit about like kind of how taking some steps to, like I said, using that as fuel to move forward. But I'm gonna start with some work stuff. This is really cool. So we're kind of at like between quarters, I guess, and we had this opportunity where we had some budget for doing travel, and it's not like everyone everyone can just go fly everywhere, but we have some budget for travel. And I have teammates, or I guess people on my teams that are located in Mexico, and they're awesome, and we've been working together for 3 years. I think they both started like a week before me, and it's been, like I said, 3 years, and I've never met them in person. And now that we've had, the pandemic kind of situation for a while, and I guess I don't want to say like it's over, but like I rarely hear anything about it now. Kind of, I feel like for a lot of people now, maybe this remoteness isn't so unique anymore, but it's really interesting to reflect on that, given the situation like that, there's been no opportunity for travel. And then we had like, we still do like economic hardship and things like that. So budgets have been tighter. Just kind of how it goes. But point is, next week, handful of them get to fly up, and I am so excited. So I work from home every day. I work here. I face this way. My work setup's right here, and that's where I spend my day. And I am going to go into the office every single day next week. It sounds funny to say, right? Like, don't most people just go into the office? Yeah. But I rarely go in because my whole team is remote. There's not a lot of reason for me to go in and then make calls to those people from the office. It would just be a huge waste of time. So I'm super excited to finally meet these people in person. We have a whole bunch of stuff planned for next week. One of the folks on my team, she organized an escape room. My wife has told me, she was like, "Oh, like I should give them a heads up that you're awful to pair with for escape rooms because I get really into it." Like there's no messing around when I'm in an escape room. I really want to really want to problem solve. But I think I'll be with, other software engineers and stuff, so I think they'll be equally as motivated. We got dinner, we got lunch. I'm pumped. I'm super excited. Like selfishly, obviously, because I want to meet these people, but I think it's going to be such a great experience for the entire team that's able to be present. Of course, there's some people that are still remote. Like I said, we couldn't fly everyone, but we wanted to, for the people that had the option, make sure that we can accommodate. So really excited for next week. I think the hardest part about next week is going to be making sure that, the tasks and stuff for work that I have to get done I'm making time for them. So, yeah, it's going to be a good week. Okay, what else we got going on? Let's talk about dev leader and dev leader brand stuff first, and I want to talk about the meal coach stuff after. So I have been, I have been trying to crank out content like crazy. This has to do with meal coach too, but I'm gonna see if I can turn my camera to actually and still talking to the mic. But I have my whiteboard set up. Oh, it's not gonna show it. One sec. Let me do this. Give me a moment, because my camera's mounted here. Okay. So I have my whiteboard. Can I turn this? My whiteboard. You probably can't really read it, but that's my checklist just for getting content together. and the right side's meal coach, and left side's dev leader. And I do have some things that are automated, right? I'll be totally transparent. I don't post absolutely everything manually to social media, but there's things like, and if you are on my social media platforms, you'll probably see like the daily reshares and stuff. I don't do this on LinkedIn because I feel like it's a little bit spammy, but like my Facebook page, I do that. Twitter, I was before they completely messed that up. But I have been trying to make sure content is going out every day. And my checklist there is to make sure like I have, short videos. I post a short video every day. If you don't see a short video, it's because I've messed up and got too busy. So my checklist is supposed to help with that. I have a bunch of quotes that I put together about my opinions on different things of software engineering. I post 2 of those a week. There's the newsletter. There's this video that goes up every week. I am going to start. I want to do like a kind of like a newsletter advertisement so I can get more subscribers on my newsletter. So I'll be doing that twice a week. Like there's a lot of stuff that I have to post, and there's parts to it that I still want to automate more. So, like for example, the content, like when I reshare a short, that short video, I would love to just post it on. I love to type the content once and then have it go out to all the platforms, and it's not quite like that. And it's a simple thing, right? I generally make it on LinkedIn because I feel like that's the most. I feel like I'm most descriptive there. So if I type stuff for LinkedIn, I feel like more people, professionals, are going to have eyes on it. So I type a lot. I try to make it really good. Then I use that for Instagram, the other social platforms as well. But I'm doing that. I write the content once, try to tailor it a little bit per platform, but I would like to get some time back. And that's going to be a theme that I want to discuss today, is just getting time back. Because you saw that list, it's awful. And that's every day. Aside from the things like the quotes that only go up twice a week kind of thing. But on top of that, like in that list, I have a thing that I told myself that every single day, and I don't know how sustainable this is, every single day I'm going to put together 2 topics for blogs and try to get 2 blogs scheduled. Now, I'm not talking about Meal Coach yet, but it's going to be a little bit baffling when I explain that. But yeah, like I'm getting a lot of blog content together. So a couple things. This might not be super exciting for you, and I apologize, but I have turned ads on my site. It's one of those things like I think most people probably run ad blockers, so maybe you haven't even seen them and you don't care. I know I use an ad blocker, and when I was trying to get my ads set up, I was like, hey, they're broken, but I had an ad blocker. So they do run. I know people have ad blockers for the people that don't ever want to see ads. I get it. But I'm doing this, like I said, because everything I put out is free. And I've explained this in a few videos, but I literally spend like multiple thousands of dollars a year to be able to have the platform I have just to put out free content. So it is my time and it is my money. And I've been getting, not that I don't enjoy doing this, but like it's time and money. So I want to find ways where I can start earning back. So yeah, that's ads are on the site for members that are signing up. As of right this moment, my affiliate links will be blocked for members, so you won't get ads. And I should clarify too, that's just for like banner ads for affiliate stuff. The other affiliate things I'll be doing that are kind of baked into the content, like I'm not gonna make every affiliate link disappear if you're a member, because you actually genuinely might want to click on the affiliate stuff. I'm trying to pick things that I'm into, that I support, and hopefully you find interest in them, not like totally random shit, because that doesn't make sense to do. But the Google ads right now are currently this, they're like automatic. I think they call them automatic ads, something like that. And Google will basically do A/B testing, place the ads all over your site, and I need to make sure that I can wire up my member controls to block those when people are paying members. So that's still coming. Depending when you're watching this, that might be, you know, implemented a long time ago. Sorry. So that's on the way. But you know, first monetization thing, and the really cool thing about that for me is someone who's like, I like gamifying things, and I'm really simple. I I really like looking at numbers and being like, how do I change something to change these numbers? So having something like ads in the first place, I make less than $1 a day off the website, right? It's very very low. Maybe by the time you're watching this, maybe I'm making tons of money from ads or something like that. But the ads basically make me pennies, and at least the cool part about that is that now that I have some type of feedback loop, I can say, okay, I can start setting goals for myself and being like, how do I make adjustments so that, you know, all of my, like my domain name would be covered per year right now. Cool. One cost gone. My, like my hosting. Okay. Like how much more do I have to do to make sure my hosting's covered? It's probably the next tier. And being able to have that feedback loop of like, I'm making changes, I'm changing how I write my content for my art, my blog articles, at least. Here's the impact it's having. That really excites me, like gets me motivated, because there's a feedback loop. It's the same thing in software development when I can make features, have customers use them, measure that, and say, oh, like here's actually what they're after. Or there's a, you know, I can see performance or bugs. Like it kind of drives me to make changes. So that's exciting for me. What else? Courses. So I had some super interesting conversations this week, and I am going to be making courses on my site. I am going to be focused on mostly, and it won't be exclusively this, but probably just mostly limited to very beginner topics. And the reason for that is that I am going to be partnering to put my courses elsewhere, which will be much more advanced topics. I don't think that I have like I can't disclose, but I'm leaving it as a surprise for now, especially because I don't know if I can disclose. But I'm super pumped about this. I had this person reach out to me about courses, and like it was unexpected, like totally unprovoked. Never talked to them before, and asked me about putting courses together. Kind of chatted through that, and I think it's a perfect fit. So I'm very excited about that. These will be much, like they'll be long courses, like hours, and on more advanced topics. So, of course, you know, if you're if you're a member watching this, you either already know about it by the time you're watching this, or you've just started, you know, jumping into these things, and you'll see. So, very excited about that, and that's just another vector for me to. I'm not going to stop at the free content, right? But knowing that a couple things. One, I want to make sure that I'm not paying money out of pocket to have to go create content for everyone for free. It, you know, at some point it's not a realistic use of my time, to be totally transparent. But the most important part, if you reflect on the things I was just saying a little bit earlier, I want to get my time back. I would love to have someone hired where I can put together the information, like it's my thoughts or whatever, it's my collection of ideas, and I do the speaking in the videos. I have the blog topics. I would hope that I can still write them, but you know, they can edit them, they can put the pictures on them, they can do the SEO, like they can edit them for SEO, like all of that stuff. Edit my videos, all of the things that are I'm not good at, that are kind of boring for me, they're tedious. I want to pay someone to do that. Give me my time back so I can focus on the important parts. So hoping the courses can kind of help with that. The ad revenue is probably going to take a long time before that's a reality. So unless my site's just one big ad and I can somehow get, you know, 1 million views per month, I don't think we're hitting that. Okay, that's dev leader stuff. So a lot of stuff in motion. I'm chugging along, and it's a lot of work. Meal Coach. So yeah, last week's update was pretty rough for Meal Coach stuff, but like I said, trying to transform that, the negative spiral into action, and that's exactly what happened. So we couldn't actually get a good time to meet this past week, but tonight we're meeting. So the other like partner that I have in this, the other engineer, we're gonna get together. We've been chatting throughout the week on this, but basically in terms of delivering code and adding features, like totally paused right now. And that's not because like the momentum stop or we've given up or whatever. It's like there's there's no there's no point. Quite frankly, there's no point in adding more code and more features, because if no one's actively using it, like we're not getting the feedback. So all of our effort is going to go into marketing. I guess like sales and marketing is how you might group that together. So I mentioned I was making blog posts for Dev Leader. I am going to be cranking out articles for Meal Coach. And something that I strongly believe in, because I've seen this with respect to the startup that I worked at before. I wasn't involved in this part, but it makes a lot of sense to me. Like if you're a thought leader in the space, and I know people hate the phrase thought leader, you're someone who's sharing information in the space. Let's put it that way. And I also don't like the word authority necessarily, but you become someone that people go to you for information. You have more trust in your brand. Like I guess authority kind of fits. Like you're a authority figure in the space, because people trust in the information you're putting out. By writing articles, we can establish that. We can leverage SEO, and we can start marketing. And I don't think we're going to talk about this more this evening, but I don't think that's the most effective way. Like I think literally messaging people, having conversations with people like directly for us will be the absolute best way to convert, right? Like we both work out at gyms. I have bodybuilders at my gym, like professionals, where he works out. He's into powerlifting. So like he's got gym people. My wife is into CrossFit. I just don't like, I'm not trying to pressure her into, marketing and sales kind of stuff for me. But like having people like that do the outreach is the best. It's going to convert way better than us just hoping people are searching for stuff. But the point is right now, instead of writing code, we don't have anything where people can find us. So let's get our presence established. That will mean that my social media picks up for Meal Coach in different ways. So I'll be it's probably mostly automated, resharing articles and things like that. It needs to happen. And we'll get that the advertising machine running. I'm not going to be paying for ads. We've tried this. We had a bunch of traffic go to the site and no conversion. So like hundreds of dollars per month and no conversion. So to us, we're doing it wrong. Like it's not the right audience being targeted. So, and like when I say no conversions, like we're not charging anything. I mean, like literally no one registered. So they were showing up probably for a different intention, and then going like reading the site, sticking around and being like, well, not even sticking around, right? It's either you read the landing page and go, oh, I want to sign up, and no one did. But once you read the landing page, like there's nothing else. So hopefully with articles and stuff like that, more organic traffic coming in, the people seeking that kind of stuff that will be optimizing for SEO will have those individuals showing up to the site. So that negative spiral energy is transformed into sales and marketing energy. I'm going to reach out to one of the pros that I have at my gym who is interested in using this, who still hasn't taken advantage of it. So totally for free for him and his clients, totally for free. And he was super into it, but just hasn't used it. I'm going to ask if I can basically start kind of pushing it on some of his like social networks. Like he has small communities on Facebook and stuff like that for people that train with him that he coaches. And I just want to start being like, hey, like, let me reach out to these people. Let me get them using it. Because he was very into it. He had a lot of ideas that he was excited about. So I have a feel like he's a super busy guy. I don't blame him for any of that, but yeah, I think we're about 20, it's going to be over 20 minutes by the time I stop blabbing here. So I'll wrap this up. A lot of stuff going on. There's just tons of articles being written, and it's consuming all of my time. So it's part of the grind, right? But I think got to invest the time now, and we'll see how it turns out. So thanks for watching. Thanks for your support as always. Really appreciate it, and we will see you next week. Take care and have a good one.